All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a Chicago Bulls video. Now, we're all aware they have some important decisions they have to make this upcoming free agency, and August 1st is a very important day for the future of the Chicago Bulls. Now, free agency opens up on August 2nd, and you'll be able to meet with free agents after the first 3 days, and then players will officially be able to sign new contracts on August 6th. So the NBA draft is literally 7 days away from when I make this video, and the Bulls, from here until August 1st, they've got to get their finances in check. Now, Thaddeus Young, Tomas Satoransky, they're both on partially guaranteed deals, and the Chicago Bulls must decide whether or not to fully guarantee those deals by August 1st. So you got less than 2 weeks. Now, the Bulls will owe Thaddeus $6 million if they decide to waive him, and $14.2 million if they decide to keep him. Very big difference. As for Satoransky, it's a little less steep. $5 million if waived, but an extra $5 million if kept, so that'll be $10 million in total. Now, if the Bulls decide to waive either one of or both of Satoransky and Young, they could also stretch both their contracts, which means they can pay both what they are owed over the next 3 seasons, so that'll give the front office even more cap space to work with. Now, of course, a move like this would slightly limit future flexibility, but it could be worth it if the Bulls believe they can land a significant free agent in this series. So, August 2nd, now, moving off one of these 2 fully guaranteed contracts, it should open up enough cap space to get a guy like Lonzo Ball somewhere around that $25 million range. Now, keep in mind, this could also happen via trade. So, the Bulls, there is a world where they can actually keep one of Satoransky and Thaddeus for more depth, because the bench could definitely use some work. Opens up some necessary cap space to sign some free agent, and then you can also waive Al-Farouq Aminu's $10.2 million contract, which I think they'll do, or they're definitely going to trade him. They're going to figure out a way to get Al-Farouq Aminu off the books. So the Bulls' spending power this summer, it's also going to come down to qualifying offers or team options. Now, they'll be able to extend Lauri Markkanen if they actually please to. His qualifying offer is going to be $9 million. Now, extending the qualifying offer is how they can ensure they have the right to match any contract sheet thrown at Lauri. So, Good Business says that they'll probably extend his offer, which he'll definitely decline, but that's so they could possibly and most likely pursue a sign and trade if the offer is low enough. So, the Bulls, one more guy, team option on Ryan Arcidiacono, 27-year-old, going to be owed $3 million if they decide to choose him for next season. Now, he's got just such a minor role on the team that I don't think anybody would really be surprised if they decided to part ways, because right now, with Zach LaVine in his last year of his contract and Nikola Vucevic being kind of old, every little bit of money can help us when you're trying to kind of play around in the open market. Now, at the same time, you know what you're going to get from Ryan, so it's not a bad thing if you're going to kind of bring back a later in the bench type of player. So the moves made on or by August 1st, it'll tell us a little bit more. It should tell us quite a bit on how the Bulls plan to attack free agency. Now, I'm not really sure what their best route is, thankfully for me, because that's not really a decision I should be in charge of. I think all we really have to do is hope that the Bulls front office and management can make the right decisions, which I fully trust, man. I really, really like that Nikola Vucevic trade at the end of the season last year. It kind of just shows that, hey, Zach, we want to keep you for long, right? We want to re-sign you. And to be quite honest with you guys, the Zach LaVine re-sign, it's not looking great. It really isn't looking great. But with that being said, we've been kind of plateaued from Bulls content for the last month or 2 months, really. So there just hasn't been too much news, so I think it's just kind of waiting around, being a little uneasy on what's next. But ultimately, the Chicago Bulls should be fine. I've made a couple of videos if you guys want to go check them out on potential free agents. Also, if you haven't hit the like button or dropped a subscribe, if you're not subscribed already, that would be greatly appreciated. But I think Lonzo Ball is my guy. I get a lot of comments. Lonzo Ball doesn't have too many supporters, as crazy as it seems. So some guys just don't really want Lonzo Ball. Some guys want a guy like Kyle Lowry. Some guys want to bring back Derrick Rose. I pretty much have a video on different hypotheticals on all those players if you guys want to go check them out. But as of right now, I'm really leaning towards Lonzo Ball just because he sets up our future much better than any of the 36-year-old, 35-year-old point guards that are going to be hitting the open market. So thinking of that, super young. He just had a impressive season, probably the best season of his career, and I think he's ready to take that leap. And Chicago, being the big market that it is, I think he would love it here, and I know Zach LaVine wants to play with him. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit that sub button, and we'll see what the Chicago Bulls decide to do. Let me know down in the comments below what you want them to do, who you want them to sign, who you want them to re-sign or not bring back, and peace.